It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set!
Love, they go play action now. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Inside the 20.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And the Bills are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And they end.
Touchdown! James Cook from 6 yards away. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
A check down here to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Love now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Get the product oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's 2nd and 10. Glove. Now this aired out deep for Reed. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 76 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on 17-yard line.
Allen now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They run it again with Cook. Able to push his way through. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Here's Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Down. Shot, 17.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage there.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 27 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, 56. That can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They run the option here on first and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it. There he goes, right side. He's to the 15. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Room past the 35 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Now Allen on first down, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Allen rolling to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains.
Third and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And Diggs has it. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. They'll dump this off to Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs. And they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. That is caught. That is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
And again, it's Allen. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Stop. 56. 5 wide. What's that?
Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here we go.
Here's Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Alert!
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Cook again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Man in motion is Sherfield. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stephon Diggs, and the Bills will add to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Here's Allen to throw it. Out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Half 85, half 85. What's that?
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. What a